Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you may or may not have joined me for this update, but thank you for your time. So what we're in right now is week 4, week 5. Week 4 was actually last week. So this is the beginning of week 5. And I'm gonna be so disrespectful. I'm going to be posting the update from week 3, week 4 shortly before I post this one, like probably a day apart. Anyway, let me give you an update. So I am now officially 1 month out. My highest weight, which was a week before my surgery, I was at 311 pounds, and my surgery weight was 305 pounds even. And now today I weighed myself and I am at 279 point something. I can't remember. I think it was like 0.6 or 0.8. But I got there. I am in the 270s now. I'm really like excited. So that is 32 pounds lost in about 1 month after surgery. I know there's going to be a big drop. I'm sorry, my phone just keeps on going off. Alright, okay, so anyway, I know there's going to be a big drop off in my weight loss. It'll probably just be, I don't know, between 2, maybe 4 pounds a week. But I'm okay with that because I know it was gonna happen. So yeah, I'm actually feeling good. I've been able to rest for about the past week because of the whole concerns with coronavirus and just basically being able to stay in and get some more rest. And you know, I have to keep on reminding myself, like, I just had surgery a month ago and I went back to work like 5 days later. So you know, I'll get some rest and be able to heal. And our governor just put a stay-at-home order in place, so I will be at home for like at least the next 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm just taking it slow because I'm at home. You can see that we're back in you know, our office where I film at, do my makeup. I actually had time to do makeup now. From my past couple videos, you see I really have not been doing makeup. I don't know what came over me, just something. I got so into researching, you know, the surgery and how to make better food choices and trying to get down to the bottom of my food addiction that I didn't even think I had. Just trying to learn about what got me to 311 pounds, that I like have not done any makeup really. Haven't cared about makeup, haven't cared about the hair. And I'm somebody who owns now like 30 wigs maybe, which isn't a huge amount, but I do have a lot of wigs. I haven't worn the wigs. I haven't been wearing makeup really. I've just been putting on foundation to cover imperfections and like that's it. But today I wanted to do myself up nice because I haven't done that in like a month or two since I really got serious about getting the weight loss surgery. So now that I'm finally home, I can show you some resources and some reading material that I purchased to try to like get my mind right and try to teach myself some more about nutrition. I know a lot of people say that they only get like a printout or whatever from their nutritionist or their surgeon. However, in a program that I went to, ironically, they didn't make me lose any weight before the surgery. Like my surgeon said, I want you to lose 7 pounds, but like I didn't lose any weight and the surgery still went on and I didn't have to do a pre-op diet or pre-op weight loss or any of that. However, their nutrition book, okay, this is the nutrition book that they give you. It is 162 pages long. When I was at the week before surgery, when I was at the pre-op visit, I was like, what? I have to read all of this? But yeah, like they walk you through all of the phases of what to eat when you're in the full liquids, and then soft foods, regular foods. They have meal plans in here, food logs if that's what you want to do, how to break bad habits, how to notice like bad habits, how to make restaurant choices, pregnancy, supplements, and how to eat vegan or vegetarian. Like they have a lot of information in here. And they even, the nutritionist wrote down what my protein requirements would be, how much fat, like my range for how much fat I should consume in a day, maximum amount of fat per meal, maximum amount of sugar per meal. So it's actually really helpful. I am grateful that they gave me that. So that's book. This is my nutrition Bible from my surgeon's office. And I never mentioned the fact, I didn't mention my surgeon or where I'm at. So anyway, I'm in Southeast Michigan, Detroit area. I went to Barracks Clinics. Excuse these marks because this is coffee that I spilled on here. I went to Barracks Clinics, which is in Ypsilanti, Michigan, in case you were curious about it. I had Dr. Poplawski, who is actually retired now, so I think he's done with surgery. So my day of surgery was probably the last time I'll ever see him. I didn't know that when I chose him as my surgeon, but yeah, at my pre-op visit the week before the surgery, they were like, yeah, you know, Dr. Pop is retiring next month. I was like, what? But by then it was kind of too late, so I was like, okay, whatever, he's retiring, all right. But okay, so next I'm going to show you some books that I got to get my head straight about the surgery and about food choices I was making. So the first book I want to share with you is this one. It is The Ultimate Gastric Sleeve Success Book. You may recognize Dr. Doug Vaughn if you are on YouTube. Anyway, he is a bariatric surgeon. I find his YouTube videos to be really helpful about a lot of things. So I bought his book a couple weeks before I had the surgery. And some of the chapters in this book are how to understand exactly what they're going to be doing to you for the gastric sleeve surgery or VSG, your pre-op knowledge, nutrition, how to recognize textures of food. That's important once you're transitioning to pureed and soft foods, even when you're at, the soft food stage. So yeah, understanding that different meats have different textures and so do different vegetables. Recognizing when you're full, social eating, what's your happy weight, focusing on your goals, weight loss plateaus, maintenance period, how to go shopping for food. So yes, I think it's very helpful. You should go read the reviews on Amazon to make your own decision. But yeah, this is what the book looks like at the front. This is what it looks like at the back. Now let me show you some recipe books I got. So I got this book called Salad Samurai. The author is Terry Hope Romero. She also wrote Veganomicon with Issa. And I remember liking that book. I've always been trying to go vegan, but I never really am able because I have a slightly resistant household. But I wanted this book because I was looking for salad recipes in anticipation of me transitioning to regular food. And I thought this book was really cool. Like, she has this backyard buffalo ranch Caesar salad, which looks delicious. I think that's tofu on there. And yeah, just a lot of really delicious looking salads. So yeah, if you like salads and you're trying to eat more of them, if you're familiar with Dr. Doug Vaughn, he says you should have like a big salad every day. And now that I can eat just a general diet, I think that's what I'll be doing. I tried to eat a salad the other day, like a couple days ago, and it went down fine. Of course, I could only eat about that much of it, but I do like salads, and I'm starting to really like miss vegetables because I can't eat most of them because we're supposed to eat protein first. So yeah. And then the last book that I have is an actual, this is the Fresh Start Bariatric Cookbook, and I wanted it because it has recipes for you depending on what part of the diet you're on. So every recipe is coded by what kind of diet you're on. So here's what the code looks like. So basically you have the clear liquid. They don't have any recipes for the clear liquid diet because, I mean, you know, not much you can do there. But they do have recipes for full liquid, pureed foods, soft foods, and general foods, which I think is really helpful. So you can look through this whole book and see exactly what you can eat. So of course you won't be eating a vegetable tortilla pizza when you're on like the pureed stage of food, you know. So when you're just flipping through here, it really helps. Like here's mashed cauliflower for the pureed period, and also for the soft foods and general foods. Not a whole lot of pictures in here, but I'm kind of okay with that. Look at that. Blueberry muffins. I probably will never be making those because I like muffins and I like carbs, so I gotta stay away from that. But yeah, here we are. Fresh Start Bariatric Cookbook. This is the front and this is the back. I haven't cooked anything out of here yet either, so I can't really comment on anything from that, either of those two cookbooks. I have, however, did the ricotta bake, which they printed in this cookbook. Like a lot of people who had the VSG or Ruin Y have made that recipe. It is positively delicious. I will probably make it again. When I made it, I used frozen grilled zucchini slices, and it was so good because even if you're on the pureed stage, the zucchini gets really soft and mushy. So I got away with it. I don't know if you want to try that, but it just adds a little bit more nutrition if you find yourself like feeling like you're craving extra vitamins, and that really helped. It just added another layer of texture and flavor, so I liked it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been trying to get my mind right, thinking about my toxic relationship with food, because like I said, I realized I was a stress eater. This whole thing with the coronavirus has really put a strain on like business operations and how things go at my job, and so I got really stressed out last week, and my husband had ordered a pizza, and I wanted to cry because I wanted to eat that pizza so bad, and just, I don't know, I just wanted to stuff myself with the pizza to kind of like stuff down those feelings of being stressed, and I couldn't do it. And it's still a struggle. It's still kind of heartbreaking, but I understand that that's what I'm wanting to do when I'm stressed out, and I'm just allowing myself to feel that frustration, to even cry, which I don't like crying, but I've cried. And it's not so bad. Like the world, I've realized like the world isn't going to end if I cry, if I allow myself to cry instead of stuffing myself with food. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's more heartbreaking for me to continue to stuff myself with food to get away from uncomfortable emotions, rather than just allowing myself to feel it shedding a few tears. Those cost 0 calories and kind of moving on with life, whereas the food calories will stay with me arguably for the rest of my life. Anyway, I'm still a work in progress. That is my story. Thank you for listening, and anyway, I will see you guys very, very soon. Actually next week. So bye.